5 great exercises for beginning airbrush artists. If you're interested, stay tuned. All right, y'all, so as the video begins, you can see me removing my needle cap off of my airbrush gun, exposing the needle. That is a personal choice of mine. Once you learn how to airbrush and you get comfortable, then you have to decide whether you want the needle cap on or if you want it off. But with me, on all my airbrush guns, I airbrush with the needle cap off. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove it, and we're gonna get this tutorial started. Another note, never buy a single action airbrush gun. Single action, once you push down like that, the air goes and the paint comes out. And that's a single action. Dual action, you push down and you can control how much air goes out, which controls how much paint comes out, as you can see me doing now. But never waste your money on a single action airbrush gun, because once you push the button down, the air flows and the paint just comes out. You cannot control how much paint comes out. But with a dual action airbrush gun, you push down, the air goes, and then you slowly pull back on the trigger and control how much paint comes out of the airbrush gun. All right, so the first exercise we're going to do is airbrushing dots. Different size dots over and over. This exercise, just like all the other exercises you're going to learn today, help you with controlling the airflow and the trigger. So the second exercise is going to be airbrushing lines. And when you airbrush lines, you don't want to move your arms from left to right or be swinging your arms. You want to move at the waist. Just move your waist from left to right. So you see how I'm starting to the left? Now I rotate my waist to the right. And that's how you want to go when you're airbrushing lines. Okay, the third exercise is going to be dagger strokes. And dagger strokes is something you just pretty much have to learn. You pretty much starting with the airbrush gun further away and moving it in closer, coming down to a sharper point. And these are called dagger strokes. So the fourth exercise is going to be shading. This exercise, just like all the other exercises, all help with airflow control and trigger control. And basically, you're doing all these exercises so you can become one with the airbrush gun. All right, last but not least, the fifth exercise, coloring in a coloring book. I use this technique, or should I say I use this exercise when I was learning how to airbrush. And all you do is just get yourself a coloring book and practice coloring the pages. That helps with trigger control and airflow control with the airbrush gun. But make sure if you do decide to do the coloring book exercise, make sure you get the white pages like this right here. When you get the regular coloring books with those brown pages, they seem to absorb the paint. I use urethane paints, but when I was practicing and using this exercise, I was using water-based paints, and I found out they were absorbing to that brown coloring book paper. So make sure you get like the white. This is more like the construction paper type, but I'm just gonna finish the video out with me doing a little bit of coloring. Another little bonus exercise. Find something that you painted previously, and every 6 months to a year, airbrush it again so you can see your growth with your airbrushing. And just practice. Practice, practice, practice.